come out to the Criterium du Dauphiné, firstly to catch up with the Cycling World Tour, but also because, as we'll find out, this is one of the most important races in the calendar. But first, a little bit of history. Like a lot of top races, it was initially started by a local newspaper in order to drum up a bit of sales back in 1947. Now, the race was still called the Dauphiné Libre as recently as 2009, but then the race was bought by ASO, who also organised the Tour de France, and the name was changed. Now, this race is a prestigious race in its own right, but the real key to its importance lies in its location and also in its timing in the calendar. For many years now, the Tour de France contenders have been using this race as a final tune-up before the big event. But why?
It gives you a picture of the condition of yourself compared to your competitors, and it gives you also the time to adapt, to do, if you have to improve or you have to slow down, because you still have some time before the Tour.
Well, the Dauphiné always uses some of the same climbs, and they usually throw in a similar time trial to what you find in the Tour. I mean, yesterday was 32.5K flat time trial, and that's exactly like what we're going to have in the first time trial in the Tour. And, you know, in 2 days from now we go over Alpe d'Huez, we get to see the new descent that we'll be using in the Tour, and I mean, you see some of the same roads, and it's just, you know, the Tour has a larger focus on the mountains this year than time trials, and the Dauphiné reflects that as well.
When this finishes now, is only 3 weeks to the Tour, so it's the last little good hit out, I guess, really, and good test, and, you know, see where you are compared to the rest of the field, because obviously, you know, training and stuff can go well, but you never know how you compare to everyone else. So it's good, like the mental side as well, really. Well, as long as you're going all right, you're not going to kick him.
From the end of the Dauphiné to the start of the Tour is still 20 days. I mean, that's almost 3 weeks. That's you know, and then to a week into the Tour, when you hit the first bigger, you know, the TT, and start to get into the mountains, it's over a month away. So, I mean, obviously, if you're going to win the Tour, if you're Contador or Froome, then you need to show that you're on the way to the level you need to be at in July. But a lot can change in 3-4 weeks.
Third week this year is going to be the hardest part of the race. So it's still 1 month and a half, and I wouldn't take the results of yesterday as gold.
Go home and, you know, a few other good training days, just rest up and, you know, mentally just sort of you know, refresh and be ready then to go to the Tour. And because it's a stressful 3.5 weeks, that's for sure, especially when you got guys looking to win it overalls.
So although this race is an important tune-up for the Tour de France, it's actually very rare that the winner of the Criterium du Dauphiné then goes on to win the Tour de France. In fact, last year, Bradley Wiggins of Team Sky winning both of them was probably one of the few occasions in history where this has actually happened. Now, his teammate, Chris Froome, is looking like he's in a similar position, both in this race and also as one of the strong contenders for the Tour de France. But what's going to be interesting over the next couple of weeks is to see whether he can firstly maintain his form, and secondly, whether the other contenders like Contador and Rodriguez can build up so that they can match him at the Tour de France. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section down below.